Okay. For adding decimals, I think one of the biggest things we need to think about is, okay, what do I need to do when I'm adding decimals? And a lot of us know right away that, okay, well, we need to line up the place values. So, that's great, but some of us forget why we need to do so, and as a result, we mix up some of the rules. So let's actually think about this. If I'm adding 1 plus zero point 0.2, or 1 plus zero point 0.2, or 2/10, okay? We know that we can't just say, oh, it's 1 plus 0 and 2/10 and say it's 3/10. Oops, 3/10. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, well, why is that wrong? Well, if we think about it, if I have if we think about the base 10 blocks, this would be one whole, and we have 2/10. Okay. Okay, so we have the 1 plus 2/10. So as a result, how many holes do we have? I have one hole and 2/10 more. So I have 1 and 2/10. Okay. So we see it there, and that's why it's important that we line up the decimals. If we don't, then we start combining different place values, which is inaccurate. Okay. So let's try something a little different. Let's go ahead and do 12 and 4/10 plus 17 and 1/100 plus 0 and 8/100. Okay, so let's make sure that when we rewrite this vertically, we line up the decimals correctly, or line up the place values correctly. We have 12 and 4/10. That's the first number we're adding. Then we're going to add 17 and 1/100. So to make sure we add the correct place values, well, let's take a look now at the place values. In this case, both the ones are the tens place, so we need to make sure that those ones line up. So the 1 here and the 1 here, so 1. The 7 and the 2 are in the ones place, okay, and the 0's in the 10th place, and the 1 is in the 100th place. Okay. Finally, if we take a look at the third number, we have 0 and 8/100. Okay, we have no tens place, we have no ones place, we don't even have a 10th place, we have a 100th place. So the 8's in the 100th place. Here the 1 is in the 100th place, so we need to make sure that that part lines up. So I'm gonna make sure that the 8 and the 1 lines up, and there's nothing else. Okay, if we need to, we could say that 12 has 0/100ths, as 4/10, or 40/100ths. So we'll go and add that up. We have 1 plus 8 is, there's going to be 9 total hundredths, 4 total tenths, 9 ones, and 2 tens. So the sum would be 29 and 49/100ths.